serve your enemies, which the Lord sent against you. Understand that. When the white man came to the shores of Africa, God sent him. But why is that? I thought God would love everybody. I thought God was all love, King. What happened to that? Why would God send the white man to take his people into slavery?
Right.
Read.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
And we're going to serve this man in hunger, thirst, and nakedness. Mind you, God called this man your enemy.
Right.
Do friends do things like this?
Yeah.
Do neighbors do things like this? No. This is your enemy.
Right.
Yet we serve him every single day. In our clothing, in our food, right? In the things we drink, in your water bill. If you don't pay your water, who's going to turn it off? You see what I'm saying? And like he mentioned earlier, you want to get clothes, gas, whatever, your nails done, your hair done, you got to go to somebody that don't look like you. And they charge you an arm and a leg. You know how much money we make Asian people? Right? The Chinese and the Vietnamese, they are, hair and nails is $1 billion industry.
Right.
Our women hate to wear their own hair, so we make other people rich. Follow what I'm saying, go ahead.
And in want of all things.
Everything you can possibly think of. Do you go to somebody that looks like you? Even us, we want to get these flyers made. We got to go to somebody else for that paper, for the ink, for the printer. Everything, if you die. But you said she got her own printer? Where's she buying from? Hey, sister, check out that flyer, all right? But really quick, I want to show y'all something. Right? So keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So now what I wanted from here, it says, he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Come here, real fast. You got a phone? Valeria, you got a phone? Do me a favor, Google yoke of iron and show me what comes up. What was your name again? I'm sorry. Sophia, show Valeria what comes up when you type in the words from the Bible on Google. Yoke of iron, Y-O-K-E of iron. Because this is going to show you that even the white man knows who you are. What shows up? Right, go to images. What do you see? Chains, right? You see our people in chains and shackles, right? When you type in the words from the Bible, our people come up on Google. Why is that?
Bring it out.
Because everybody else knows exactly who we are.
Right.
Give me Psalm 94:16.
Bring it out.
You said Hitler?
I think it was.
Yeah, that he said that he knew that they had took the jewels of God. Hold on, Sophia, real fast. 'Cause I know you want to go. So, the jewels of God, yes, the Israelites, right? So now, you believe in the Bible, right? You believe in the Bible. Psalms 94:16, and then give me Romans 1.
From the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
All right, so now God said, who is going to rise up for me against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity? You believe in God, right? Do you feel like you defend God? Do you feel like you stand up for God against the workers of iniquity, Sophia? No? Do you feel not like you should? What about you, Valeria?
Bring it out.
Read it one more time for Valeria.
From the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
So do you feel like you defend God against the evildoers? Do you feel like you stand up for him in the face of evil? Sometimes? Okay. So now, do either of you feel like you are in that same boat of the evildoers that oppose God? Yeah? You feel like you do? You feel like you do? Name some ways you may be maybe doing that. What about you, brother? What's your name? I'm sorry? Jamari? Damari. Okay, you believe in God? You believe in the Bible? Do you feel like you stand up for God? Do you feel like you defend God? Or do you sometimes feel like you are against God? You don't feel like that sometimes? Okay, so we're going to see. So, Sophia, what you got? Say it one more time. Okay. Give me one example.
So I'm going to get everybody.
Okay. Don't go nowhere, DeMar. Okay, so now, first thing, it's a good thing you don't go to church, because the church is of the devil.
That's right.
The reason you can't clearly articulate some of the things that you may be in transgression of is because the church don't teach the commandments. The church wants you to show up, give them their money, and then go home. You show up, they give you a good little message, oh, your season is coming, pass that collection plate around, and then you still go home broke, down on your luck. You see what I'm saying? But meanwhile, you pulled up to the church in a bus, but the pastor pulling off in a Bentley. You see what I'm saying? So the church is at a double. But I'm going to show you something that a lot of our people are in the midst of. So I'm not trying to single you out, but I want to show you that a lot of our people are in the midst of the same sin that we have to stop. Because the reason our... Okay, I got you. But see, did you know that's another sin? You know you shouldn't be working on the Sabbath day? But before y'all go, hold on, just read that real fast. Romans 1.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
Start at verse, let me see, hold on. Yes, verse 25.
Verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
So now, the question is, who changed the truth of God into a lie? Because the truth of God is that a woman should wear dresses, a man should wear pants. That a man should not lay with a man, and a woman should not lay with a woman. That's the truth of God. But the question is, who changed the truth of God into a lie? We did. Right? When we want to do what we want to do, which is against God, we change the truth of God into a lie. I said, no, I like women. I want to lay with women as a woman. Right? Or I want to go to the Diddy party. We can't do that. Because God says, man with woman, woman with man, nothing else.
Right.
If a woman says, I like to wear pants, I want to go get some pants from the women's section. That's not a real thing. The truth of God is that women wear dresses. You understand what I'm saying? Read it again.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
So now what you end up doing is worshiping yourself more than God. Because if you do anything that you want to do, which is against God, you worship yourself and you're an idolater. Did you know that? Say again? Okay, yeah, but you quoting it a little off. But the point is, you start worshiping yourself. Demarius, did you know that? Come closer. Wait, Sophia, hold on, we ain't done. Hold on, just give me 2 more scriptures, all right? Don't go nowhere. Your job ain't going nowhere, because God said you're not supposed to work on the Sabbath. You see what I'm saying? So the reason our communities are the way they are, the reason we're in shambles right now, is because we oppose God. God is the reason we're like this. Right. He says the longer my people stay in sin, the longer y'all gonna stay on the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? You go into a job that you gotta, that same money that you make, you gotta give it back to him in bills, in rent, in grocery money. You see what I'm saying? God is the only one that can fix our situation. So now, the Lord has sent the prophets out here to help, but y'all don't want to listen. Y'all want to smoke cigarettes. You defiling your temple of Valeria. You understand what I'm saying? Hold that. Go ahead and give me 1 Corinthians. You smoke? No? You said what? Oh, you got to take a number. What's going on with this brother, man? All right, read that real fast for Valeria.
1 Corinthians 3 verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So Valeria, understand that you are the temple of God. You are the house of God. But you're defiling your temple. Did you know that body doesn't belong to you? Did you know that it's borrowed? Come here, man, come close. Come here. Come here. You ain't got nothing else to do. So now, imagine you have a car, right? Imagine you have a car and you let somebody borrow it. You gave it to them, spick and span, nice and clean, fresh wash, fresh seats, everything. Okay. But then they bring it back to you and it smells like weed. It got roaches and trash everywhere, a flat tire, cracked windows. Would you be upset? So why are you doing that with God's temple? But if you understand, you're held accountable. Ain't no, oh, I didn't know. If you know, sis. All right, well, we're going to read it. Sister, what's your name? Valeria, where you going? Come on, huh? What's your name? You said? Laquita, come closer, sis. I can't really, I ain't here to bite. So read that scripture one more time for Laquita as well.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Did you know that, Laquita, that you're the temple of God? Come on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So no, God says if you defile his temple, which is your body, that does not belong to you, God will destroy you. Right? So what you may not have noticed was Miss Valeria was up here smoking. She's defiling her temple. What are some other ways that you can defile your temple, Laquita? Tattoos, what'd you say? Sexual ways. Sex, now if you're married, that's correct. So now I got a question for you, Laquita. Are you married? You're a widow. Are you sexually active? You sure? You know what I mean? Okay, all praise. I'm not accusing you, I'm just asking, right? So now sexual ways is another way you can defile your temple. What about idolatry? Huh? Okay, that's eating too much. Okay, that works. But did you know that committing sin in your body is defiling your body? Right? In general. So now, a very common way that a lot of people are in the midst of idolatry and don't even recognize it is these so-called holidays that they have. Right? Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Right? Y'all celebrate any of those things?
No, not really.
No? Not? You said not really though. What about Halloween? Say it one more time. So you know you shouldn't be doing it, but you're doing it anyway. So it's for the kids. All right, give me Job 14. What you got? Hey, give me Job 4. Is it 14 or 4 or 4 or 14? Right? Just because it's for the kids, don't make it okay. 14 and 4? You understand what I'm saying? Because now you're putting your children over God. God says, hold that, Exodus 20, real fast. Exodus was 20 and 3. Well, sister, what you want me to just talk out of my own words? I can't do that. God said, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. So I can't just give you my own words. I got to give you the Bible.
Right.
Come on.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's the very first commandment, Laquita, Valeria. Have no other gods before me. So now, when you celebrate your birthday, you make yourself a god.
Right.
When you celebrate Halloween, you make Sam Hain a god.
Right.
When you celebrate, give me some more. Valentine's Day, huh? Thanksgiving. When you celebrate Christmas, right? You make Nimrod your god. Easter. These are all pagan gods that these days are after. So it's not just, oh, I do it for the kids, I do it for fun. Give me that in Job. But yet we still do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason our communities are the way they are. Absolutely not. Because the Catholic Church, the Christian Church will say Jesus was born on December 25th. Where is that in the Bible?
Right.
They say that this is Jesus. Where is this in the Bible? You understand what I'm saying? What they did was fuse paganism with the scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? So now, Nimrod, he was born on December 25th. That's why you worship Nimrod when you celebrate Christmas. Right? But that was a good point. I want to touch on that. Read.
Job chapter 14, verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
So you say, oh, it's for the kids. It's for the free candy.
Right.
We just want to dress up and have fun. Read it again.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
So Halloween is unclean. It is a pagan day. And worship of a false god is an unclean thing. So who can bring something clean out of an unclean? Who can say, oh, it's just for the kids. Oh, I want my kids to have fun. I don't want them to be alienated. We just want some candy. You can't make it clean. God says it's a day of idolatry. And if you celebrate that, you are in sin. And that's the reason, again, our communities are the way they are. We see the immediate repercussion of sins in our community. God says, if you lay with a man, or if a man lays with a woman, you have to marry her. But we don't see that, do we, Laquita? Do we, Valeria? And because we don't do that, we see the immediate repercussions. Single-parent households, right? Fatherless children, little boys that grow up as thugs, little girls that grow up as stots and all this other kind of stuff. We see the immediate repercussions for breaking God's commandments. God says, thou shalt not kill, yet we fill up the jail cells. You go to the ATM, you looking over your shoulder for somebody that look like you. You ain't thinking no white man finna walk up on you. Shh. Don't lie to me, Laquita. Don't play with me. Your children daddy half white. But you said you don't trust the white people. Well, why you lay with a half white man? What that mean? What's going on here? Don't go nowhere, Laquita. Come back. You say?
Too much of the Gatorade.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you something else. Come here.
I was with my husband for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm a little
Okay. And that's what we hear.
I did.
Okay. All praise. And that's why the Lord brought you here, so you can get that understanding. Real quick, Laquita. Come on. Come here. I ain't here to bite you. Right? What you mean? Hey, check out that flyer, sis. All right? So now, you say you finna take your kids that Gatorade, right? Where you buy that Gatorade from? Circle K. Where you buy that Gatorade? Yeah. About 10 minutes ago. Do you think God was okay with that? Absolutely. You think he's okay with that? Alright, so now, again, the reason our community is in shambles, the reason our people stay on the bottom of society, no matter where you go, no matter what city, what hood, what state, what country, you see black and Hispanic people on the bottom. Why? Because we break God's laws. So now, sis, a lot of times our black women love to put our children on a pedestal. I asked you, when you buy that, you said about 10 minutes ago, and I said, is God okay with that? You said, because my kids been playing outside and it's hot, they need something to drink. Football, right? Just because your kids are hot don't mean you can disobey God. I'm going to show you. That's a great question. What's your name, young man? Tony?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's today?
Tuesday.
Hey, you all right, bro? Today's the Sabbath day. Hold on, Laquita. Hold on. So you know what today is. But yet you're going to break the Sabbath day anyway? So you're doing it for the kids. Give me that, Jeremiah. Trim your ways and see love.
They doing that for the kids. I just participated.
Because you said they hot and they thirsty, so you got to give them something to drink. But you know today the Sabbath day. See, so now what you're doing is being a bad example to this young man, Tony. He didn't know today was a Sabbath day. But you, as an older woman, should be able to edify him and say, yes, today's a Sabbath day. We should not be buying or selling on the Sabbath day. Did you know that? See, he didn't know that. So as elder women, you should be an example to the young men. You're not younger than him. How old are you, brother?
17.
Are you 17?
18.
Now you're lying to me, sister. Come on, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, sis. So now listen to this real fast, because God has a scripture about that mindset that you currently have, sis. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
So why are you trimming your ways to seek the love of your children? Why are you breaking the commandments of God to serve your children? Because you said you know today is a Sabbath day, but you're going to break it anyway.
I wasn't raised today being a Sabbath day.
Huh?
I was raised Sabbath being Sunday.
But I asked you what today was, and you said the Sabbath day.
I learned it as an adult.
You learned it before today, correct? All right, then, so you held accountable. Read down real fast. Give me Exodus. Let's start at Exodus first. I'm going to read you a couple of laws on the Sabbath day, sister. Tony, you said you're 17? Come closer, man. Come closer. You ain't got to stand all the way back there.
So what about if a man don't work on Eid? You don't work on Sabbath.
You should not work on the Sabbath.
The nurse, you got to take care of the nurse.
Say again?
The nurse will take care of
Okay. You can't work Sunday through Friday?
They rather be.
What you mean? So now I'm gonna address that. Don't worry, I'm gonna address that. Read that.
Exodus 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Now God said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Laquita, that's something that you gotta do, because you said you knew today was the Sabbath day. God said to remember it. Don't forget. But you gotta keep it holy. Just because you say, oh yeah, it's holy, don't mean it's you keeping it holy.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.